Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Call It Love has ended up with a perfect kiss that we really deserve to see, so let's jump into the review. Woo-Joo and Hae-sung at home with their mother, the atmosphere is tense, and everyone is rather uncomfortable. The revelation from the last episode has frustrated everyone, and thus, all four of them tiptoe around each other and their mother. When the four of them get out of the house, it comes to light that it's Woo-Joo's birthday. However, they decide not to get a cake or celebrate because of the rather horrible way in which their mother got to know about the house. Woo-Joo and Hae-sung get into a fight soon after, which ends with the former walking away in a huff, followed by the others. Woo-Joo, however, has a change of heart right outside the office building and decides to go back home and help her mother with the chores. This time, at least, she tells everyone at the office that she is taking the day off so as not to worry them. Outside his pharmacy, June recounts the last night with Hae-sung, wherein she had learned about her childish boyfriend. They discussed her mental health struggles, but mostly, she told him that she liked him. June, however, didn't react too positively, which is understandable in a way, and decided to walk away almost immediately. Now in the present, he can't help but think back to that night and, in the end, asks her to meet him before going home. However, she plans on meeting Suho first to end their relationship officially. Meanwhile, Woo-Joo and Hyunjoo meet Jigu at his workplace, and he immediately starts panicking. After taking his sister aside, he tells her that Dong-Jin is there as well with a cake for her and that they can't let Dong-Jin meet their mother. Woo-Joo is shocked that her brother knows the truth but is unable to stop Dong-Jin from meeting Hyunjoo. Surprisingly, or maybe not, it seems like Hyunjoo isn't having quite the worst time with him and even gets compliments on their pairing before going home. Hyunjoo is totally smitten with Dong-Jin and calls him calm and decent and tells Jigu that Dong-Jin is different from their father. On the other hand, Dong-Jin and Woo-Joo have a birthday dinner together and they discuss what he was talking to Hyunjoo about and who liked whom first. It's an incredibly sweet and heartwarming scene, with Woo-Joo blushing and Dong-Jin unable to stop himself from smiling. As Dong-Jin and Woo-Joo walk back home hand in hand, Sunwoo gets the shock of his life when Young-min arrives at the office with goodies in his hand, hoping to make amends. Sunwoo refuses to relent, and Young-min finally lets Woo-Joo's horrible secret out. Sunwoo is obviously extremely disturbed by the news and decides to investigate the truth behind all of this. At best fares, Sunwoo can't stop himself from wondering what is happening with Woo-Joo. To put his mind to rest, he pulls Woo-Joo aside and tells her to keep their discussion a secret and asks her directly about Young-min's accusations. She is unable to lie to him and tells him the truth that she did lie to everyone and helps Young-min try to destroy them. Episode 12 starts with Woo-Joo sending Dong-Jin to the store for some beer and taking the time to talk to Hae-sung. She shares with her sister that although she knows that she will regret her decision later, right now, she wants to be with him. Hae-sung, unfortunately, doesn't really understand her issue and assures her that she will cover for her. Of course, a declaration of love like this is only to get things on a roll, and Dong-Jin takes the opportunity to kiss Woo-Joo, who kisses him right back before things escalate to something more. The next morning, Hyunjoo and Hae-sung talk about Woo-Joo's relationship, with their mother mentioning that she knows exactly where Woo-Joo is and that she's not as old-fashioned as they think. On the other hand, Dong-Jin is left smiling after he finds out that although Woo-Joo has gone to the office early, she has made breakfast for him. At the office, though, Woo-Joo looks nervous. She feels guilty for not telling Dong-Jin the truth and then taking the next step the previous night. He calls Sunwoo over to talk and promises to tell Dong-Jin everything in time. She just needs some more time to explain everything since there are a lot of moving parts in her story. Sunwoo relents and promises to keep everything a secret till the upcoming fair, when her contract will also end. Unfortunately, though, things are extremely awkward in the office, with Woo-Joo unable to even meet anyone's eyes. Hae-sung, however, is doing very well, finally embracing eating alone and enjoying her own company. Later on in the day, Dong-Jin's continued kindness and love leave Woo-Joo even more guilty while, for a change, June finds comfort in Hae-sung, who jokes about her fluttering heart, helping him to catch a break. Later on, Min-young has buyers drop by unannounced, and as she is about to take them to see the apartment, she comes across Hee-ja suddenly, who has arrived at the apartment with her own bags. Now having no way to show them the apartment, she lets them get off and then gives Hee-ja a piece of her mind, accusing her of poisoning her mind and giving her hope as she keeps on asking for money and things. Dong-Jin comes out in the middle of the commotion and is left shocked at the claims. He breaks it up between the two women and brings her mother inside the house, asking Min-young to do the same. He asks her in disbelief as to what is going on, and Hee-ja spews absolute crap about how he was scammed by Nam-il and then has the audacity to tell him that she only took money from Min-young because she hurt him so badly. As both heartbroken Dong-Jin and Woo-Joo walk towards the office, all of their problems seem to melt away the moment they meet each other. In his cabin, Dong-Jin tries to convince Woo-Joo to reconsider leaving once her contract is up, telling her that he'd be sad if she's not around, but the conversation comes to a halt when others come in. Meanwhile, Ji-gu and Hyun-joo meet their aunt and are shocked to learn that Woo-Joo has met Hee-ja's son and that she was arrested outside of their old house. Fuming, Hyun-joo goes straight to their old house, and Woo-Joo rushes to meet her angry mother and explain her side of things. She tells them that although she thought that her son was at fault, it turns out that he had nothing to do with anything and that he seemed extremely ashamed and guilty for what his mother did to them. His repentance made her take note, and she thus decided to forgive him since he understood that, just like them due to their father, he too suffered a lot due to his mother. Meanwhile, at the office, a very worried Dong-Jin tries to contact Woo-Joo after seeing that she has left all of her things in the office and is nowhere to be found. After getting no response, he calls Ji-gu to get a hold of Woo-Joo. He, however, is finally able to get in touch with her at night when he spots her walking down the street. Unfortunately for her, they get spotted by Jun and Hae-sung, and all of them go to the karaoke bar where Hyun-joo and Ji-gu are. As Ji-gu sings for them, Woo-Joo can't help but confront her feelings for Dong-Jin. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and let me know in the comments below if you like this video. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.